competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end it.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Foles. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Foles trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Point after try forthcoming. This will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Bears 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Running play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Foles. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, they try to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Their own 34-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at the 34. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Bridgewater. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
6 makes it 3rd and 4.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. 3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. Touchdown, Carolina! Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 34-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
quarter. With the score, Panthers 14, Bears nothing.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
52's the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Let's go, D. 52's the mic.
Bridgewater now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And now it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. 52, right 52. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
Now Bridgewater taking a shot for Samuel. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Christian McCaffrey.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
59 mark, check, 59.
Throwing is Bridgewater. That's complete, right around the 8. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's the first carry for Tarik Cohen, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. That is caught by Cohen. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
First down.
I would think that by now people are done underestimating Tarik Cohen because of his stature when they see him at about 5'6", 5'7". But he can do it all. He can run inside, run to the perimeter, but he also catches the ball really well out of the backfield. And he had more receptions than carries last season. He kind of looks like Darren Sproles, who's been his inspiration as an NFL player. In 2018, Tarik Cohen was a Pro Bowler as well.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Panthers' 48-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Nice play, baby, nice play.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
3-yard pickup.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Run 52. Block 52. 52's the mark.
They run with Patterson. Rasul Douglas there to get him down. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
He's moving. He's moving. Boys, moving. Get wide now.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
And he'll bang that one through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Here's Michael Palardy now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick, 50 yards that time, with a return of 4. And the Bears take over.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
Patterson on the carry. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
He was
nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
52 the mark, 52. Go, go. Undercrunch. Shift.
Here's David Montgomery, 2nd-year man from Iowa State. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. The 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Panthers 31, Bears 3.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And it's third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it here. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 Short pushing through there to make the play defensively. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the post-mortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify.
At the Bears' 22-yard line.
Second and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte. And that'll set them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. And oh, he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
No gain on.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
16 yards. First down, Bears.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Go, go, go.
first down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Oh, no. 3 down. 3 down. Oh, no.
Foles. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Chicago.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Delta. Field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check your hot read. Check 43.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Eddie Goldman.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And now it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Foles. And this is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Foles. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
1st down, Chicago.
Now Foles. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And they will take a knee here.
Bridgewater on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Carolina, they climb back to 5.